individuals doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. And Shanny and I had a pretty good stream, earlier. That music that you heard was from the legendary arcade video game called Killer Instinct 2. Killer Instinct 2, it was called Killer Instinct 2 in the arcade. And then when it came to console, it became Killer Instinct Gold, which was on the Nintendo 64. I gotta blend my makeup. Oh, that's better. See, on one of Shanny's shows, somebody said that I looked like a Greek temple prostitute. And I was like, fuck yeah. I'll go for that, A Greek temple prostitute? Yeah, that sounds awesome. I want to look that way. It'd be pretty. I just want to be pretty. Anyway, we're here for the Dog and Pony Show, known as the Kangaroo Court against Alexander E. Jones and the bullshit. That's what I call it. That's my name for it. That's my name for it. My name for this is Alex Jones, the bullshit. Of course, there's fucking barking dogs, and I can never really have just peace to do a video. It's like I should take all my stuff somewhere and have a place where I can just chill out alone without any distractions around to do stuff. Like my own area where I could just have silence, So I'm your resident Greek temple prostitute, and I'm here to vindicate Alex Jones of bullshit. Here we go. Ready?
How much coverage did you give to this incident?
I believe almost none.
That video?
I think in my notes it's like 20 minutes or something. I'm not sure.
Let's go into 2017, and I want to ask you some questions about Megyn Kelly. Did you know Megyn Kelly before 2017?
No.
How did she approach you?
She kept calling my cell phone.
And at some point, without telling us what she said, did you agree to the interview?
Yes.
About how many phone calls did it take before you agreed?
I don't remember. A lot.
Why did you agree to the interview?
Because I was told that I would be allowed to say that I thought something had happened and apologize to the families.
And
see, he even capitulated to what they wanted. Literally, his free speech and press rights were violated, but he was willing to just capitulate and say, yeah, I'm really sorry any of this was ever said. I'm sorry about those fucking dogs, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is a sham trial, the whole thing.
Did that turn out to be the case?
No.
Tell us about the process of filming the profile. How did that go?
She came to the office at about 9 a.m. and we were done at about 10 o'clock at night. And then I was 3 minutes of the program, all edited together with jump cuts.
What's a jump cut?
It's like with the refrigerator magnet game, where you can move the words around however you want. And when you got jump cuts, because the shots keep changing. And we're talking every 4 or 5 words being jump cut so that it would make it appear that I wasn't sorry or that I wasn't sad about it and that I was continuing to do it.
Do you recall around when did the filming occur before or after April of 2017?
I believe it was in April.
When you realized what was going on, did you make a video addressing the media and what had happened?
I made several. I actually released the audio of Megyn Kelly. I recorded her once saying, we're going to let you set the record straight and say that you think Sandy Hook happened and all the rest of it. And then I also shot a Father's Day video to the families saying I'd like to have you on the show, and I'm sorry for what happened. And I believe that these mass shootings happen, and that was my attempt because the media was saying on Father's Day he will attack the families coming up NBC. Just promos.
Oh my fucking God, bullshit. I heard the original broadcasts of this time. He never attacked the families. He has opinions. So we're going to sue him for his opinion. This isn't America.
Everywhere, on all the major news channels, how dare he attack them on Father's Day. And then I hadn't seen the report yet.
Again, he's hearsay testimonies to other networks.
Sustained, hearsay sustained. So remember, Mr. Jones, if you heard it, it's hearsay. Yes, that's why they're there. If you heard it, it's hearsay. So TV, that's hearsay. There are some exceptions, but I don't think any of your testimony is going to qualify for an exception.
At this point, we will play Plaintiff's Exhibit 21, which is in evidence, Your Honor.
All right?
I can see what this video is. I definitely seen this video when it came out. Like, I seen all of this stuff because I was watching InfoWars every day.
Didn't happen. When I explained to her both sides of it, and I explained that I only had debate.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the volume to work.
Sure.
All right, let's try.
She makes it sound like I'm saying Sandy Hook didn't happen. When I explained to her both sides of it, and I explained that I only had debates and looked at the full story. This is the heart of 1776. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 24 hours, according to Twitter, according to Google, according to Facebook, the #1 trending story in the United States, one of the top stories in the world, has been Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones. Those two names together. Now, you would think that having this huge firestorm controversy taking place, MSM would actually interview me or would actually go to the live feeds and videos that I put out concerning the controversy. But they won't do it. Only a handful, USA Today, New York Daily News, and others have actually run with the fact that I have said to end this controversy that I think the Megyn Kelly interview coming up on Father's Day this Sunday that she did with me last week here in Austin should be shelved. Now, the reason I say that is Megyn Kelly misrepresented my views and where I stand on Sandy Hook in the edit for the promo piece she put out, and I'm sick and tired of it. And I'll break more of that down in a few minutes. But notice the big secret here is in
I remember the Megyn Kelly interview when it happened, and yes, this is true. She twisted Alex's words, cut it in a way to make it look as bad as possible, and then we all started calling her Megan Smelly.
in plain view. I put out a video a year ago saying I believe Sandy Hook happened. I put out a video 2 years ago saying I believed it leaned towards the official story, being at least partially true, though they had some PR firms there and were trying to exacerbate and use the crisis. As Ron Emanuel said, don't let a good crisis go to waste. And they will never actually quote what I said. They will take a devil's advocate statement I made out of context. Hillary Clinton ran ads and the campaign featuring me, very manipulated and edited. It's ongoing. So imagine this. I have come out and said again in a video yesterday and the day before, 2 different new videos, that I believe Sandy Hook happened, and they will not run it anywhere but 3 publications when there are thousands and thousands and thousands. #1 story. Now think about that. That is the deception. What are they doing here? They want to demonize new media, alternative media, by misrepresenting what we say and do. They want to come in and start censoring new media and the internet. And they're using Infowars.com as the poster child for it. And if they're able to do it to us, they can do it to you. Now, some will say then, well, then why are you saying pull the interview if they're trying to misrepresent you in MSM to restrict your speech? It's because Megan is playing along with it. She's in with the Sandy Hook groups. She speaks at their events. This is all a big PR event. Having them protest her, then gives it more hype and puts it out there like I'm the ultimate demon on the earth. Imagine this. A week and a half ago, she interviews Putin, supposedly the evil mass murdering criminal they claim, but it's okay for her to talk to Putin. Only Alex Jones is so bad. Only Alex Jones is so evil that we can't see his interview, and on top of that, we can't hear what he actually has to say. So the reason I'm saying sure.
Alex brought this up, and I agree with him completely. Oh, you're going to condemn me for giving my opinion about something, but you're not going to condemn the head of New York Times for deceiving the entire country into going to war with Iraq with the bogus WMDs? No, we're going to get Jones because we don't like him. He went to Bohemian Grove and exposed our little cock cult, homosexual, closeted gays, weaving spider webs. Look up Dark Secrets of Bohemian Grove by Alex Jones. He infiltrated the cocksuckers. And Shanny and I just will never agree on this, okay? Like, she thinks that he was allowed in because he's part of them. I don't believe that at all. His dad is pretty prominent in Texas. He's a very successful dentist. Very successful dentist. And respected man. So I think he had little connections, and he was able to weave it, get Alex at least like sort of in, you know. Is that playing music? Sorry, that's weird. It's I hear music, but it's like very low. Sorry. Is there something playing? No. What the? Sorry, guys. We're gonna go back to it. Here's the point, though. Okay. This was a clear. If you can't see this, then you need to go back to school for comprehension. Alex did not himself perpetuate a narrative that no children died in Sandy Hook. And he never said, go after the families. This is what he was accused of to get the money, judgment. This was literally bullshit.
Sure, don't air the interview is because it's going to be edited to misrepresent what I said. In the promo piece, she makes it sound like I'm saying Sandy Hook didn't happen. When I explained to her both sides of it.
And I saw the interview when it happened, the day it aired, I saw it, and that's exactly what she did to him. But she was working for the military-industrial complex meat grinder mouthpiece, which is faux news, Fox News. Fascist news. Oh, it's Gavin. Hi, boy. Gavin's having water, and I thought it was music. Hi, Gavin. Hi. Yes. He just had his gravy. His food. This boy. Yes. I'm not gonna pick him up because I don't want to. He gave me his tail. He's like, here, Daddy, I love you. Cats are great. Shanny always used to tell me what you need is a pet because I was alone, and my mom died and I'm just alone. I wish I listened to her, because they're amazing. Animals are so good for your spirit. All right, back to Jones.
And I explained that I only had debates and looked at the full story. It's incredible. And so I'm tired of being misrepresented. And despite the fact I came out yesterday and said, pull the interview, almost no coverage of that, even though it's sensational. Well, this is the top story in the country, to have the person being interviewed to say, yes, go ahead and pull it, and almost no coverage. That's because they want the straw man, the edited straw man of Alex Jones, the doppelganger, the imposter. They want to use that and hold that up and then misrepresent what I've said or what I've done. I'm talking about the 28 pages on our government ordering a stand down for Saudi Arabia that's now been declassified, and the 28 pages. They say that I say the firefighters blew up the World Trade Centers. Firefighters were heroes, so were the police. They were some of our witnesses.
Unfucking believable. You see what they do to him again. Are you serious, dude? There is 0 times that Alex Jones ever said the firefighters did 9/11. This is what they do to people that won't get in line. This has been done to me and Shanny in a lot of ways. If they don't like what you say, they will twist what you say, and everybody will believe them for some reason. Don't know why, but they just choose to believe it. I think because people are addicted to false outrage. Alex Jones is a guy that owned a alternative media network. And what made him so hugely successful was the conspiracy end to things. Because I'm not going to say I'm not going to say conspiracy theory. I'm going to say conspiracy because it's fact. That very rich elites conspire to fuck you over. This is a fact, Jack.
The bombs that were in the buildings. Again, that's how they misrepresent. I point out that in the Iraq War, they staged events and lied us into that conflict, claiming that babies were being thrown out of incubators, that babies were being killed, and all the rest of this garbage. And that we can't just sit here and trust an MSM that has shown itself to be such incredible liars. Why is this happening? This is happening because dinosaur media, the term I coined, is in crisis. It's falling apart. The dwindling water holes they have of corporate money are evaporating, and new media that questions their lies in real time is popping up everywhere. Just today on Infowars.com, there are tons of links to mainstream media being caught interviewing actors, interviewing political consultants, and claiming that they were just people on the street. There's new articles coming out with a little boy that was bombed in Syria, supposedly by the Russians, and his family coming out and saying it was actually ISIS that bombed them. I mean, everything they say is being reversed. Everything they promote is being disproven. So what do they do when they're the fake media? They go and they pick somebody who's prominent like myself, who supports Americana, who supports the restoration of our republic, who supports President Trump, to try to destroy his base. They try to destroy me. And they try to also intimidate all of you. That if you ever question official narratives, you will be destroyed. But I want to be clear.
Alex is absolutely correct. This is how they character assassinate, and if they can't get you in real life, they will literally whole cloth make up shit. And then somehow, because of Nazi propaganda tactics, which is repeating things over and over again, and make it a big lie, people will believe big lies. The bigger the lie, the more they're going to fall for it. That's what Goebbels said. And then you keep injecting it into people's purview and have them be outraged. That's how you destroy a person. And that's what was done to Jones.
Before I go to these articles, Megyn Kelly told me I'm not going to get into Sandy Hook or any of this other stuff. You know, I might just mention it and just let you clarify. And then she interrogated me, asked me 5 or 6 times on each subject, never stopped, and then edited the promo piece together deceptively. And that's why I'm saying don't air it, because I don't want to be used in another deception to drive wedges in this country. And again, undoubtedly, for years, this whole Sandy Hook PR deal with Bloomberg and Big Money and MSM, not the families, but Big Money and MSM, clearly is synthetic, is fake, and is pushing this like it's war propaganda or something against myself and the independent media, just hammering.
Absolutely. And what is that, Alex? I'm sure you know now of why this was done to you. With Trump, they co-opted you, and Trump gets to be president because of you. And then he allows you to hang out in a tree for your free speech and did nothing to help you. Interesting, right? He's fucking still a part of the coin, Alex. Donald Trump is a Republican. Yeah, he just because the psychos, where there's enough of them on that side to get him in office, I guess. You should have never gone near Trump, Alex. You know this is true now. But you're also got a mouths to feed, stuff like this, and you got to make a living. So I understand if you take a side and you stay there. I do understand that. But if you have integrity, and I know you do, you can't stay in this camp of conservatives when they have their neocons, Alex, which you fought tooth and nail bravely. I still love you, Alex, okay? 100%. Because I know your heart. You're not full of shit about wanting freedom for people. Why don't you run for president in 2028? I want to make that hashtag go viral. Alex Jones 2028. Run for president, Alex. I think you would win.
And hammering where I stand and what I believe. It is the fact that MSM is so untrusted that the public didn't buy Sandy Hook, and there were anomalies. And we'll go over some of those. And we're allowed to ask questions, and we're allowed to investigate, because that's what a free society is based on. And governments are famous for staging things or using real crises, but then exacerbating them. And everybody knows that. So again, all they're doing is building us up. We're getting more traffic, more viewers, more supporters. We're selling more products. We're getting more sponsors knocking down our doors, which shows how pathetic MSM is. But also shows the fact that they are targeting people who are on the fence and don't know if MSM is telling the truth or not. They're trying to bully and intimidate anybody that asks questions. So let's look at these stories here. A new Ben Garrison cartoon, based, of course, on my original term, dinosaur media. You've got ISIS working with MSM, CNN. You got NBC, they're down here in the water hole getting their money. And here comes Stefan Molyneux, here comes Paul Watson, here comes Cernovich, here comes the InfoWars, here comes Drudge, here comes Breitbart. And just like the meteors, just like the asteroid, just like...
that I'm not gonna lie, that's good days. Like I think of those days where, like, I believed in the Trumpism, that he really was like a godly, almost judgment on government, because he's like, at 2016, Trump was anti-government. Like, I know your government shit, and I'd like to change it for you. That energy was very good, and I was into it so much. Like, I loved Stefan Molyneux and Cenk, even Cenk Uygur. Like, I knew of him, but I thought I mean, Alex and him have had feuds for a long time, but I very much love Cenk Uygur now. And Anna's fucking awesome too. She's like such a feisty chick, man. Anna Kasparian. She's a beautiful name too. She's tops, man, Anna. I'm pretty sure Alex was definitely serious about, like, hey, Anna, you want to come work for me? Because, yeah, I don't blame him. I'd try and get her too. She's fucking feisty and she's smart as fuck. Very smart. And the whole look, Hasanabi is extremely controversial now. I mean, to be rooting for the Houthis is pretty rough. I'm honestly not down with that. I'm not. I am a Hasanabi fan because I think he's very smart, and the majority of what he believes, I think, is accurate, and his policy ideas, I think, would probably be very good. I really do identify now as a progressive. If there's any boat that I could fit in now, it's progressivism. I'm no longer a conservative. I can't... Knowing all the things that they stand for as a party and what they promote and what they want to put forward as an agenda, i.e. Agenda 2025, I can't look at that and go, yeah, I belong in that pool. I just don't. I think there should be social nets for people that can't afford their life. I think there should be Social Security to save up, and you can retire, have retirement money and a monthly income when you retire. Is it a Ponzi scheme? Yes. Social Security is a fucking 100% Ponzi scheme. But the thing is, it's a Ponzi scheme that's positive. If you have a government program that's helping individuals live, how is that not a good expenditure of government finances? It is. It's godly, it's Christian to take care of people. So we should have SNAP food benefits for children and families that can't feed themselves. Oh, it's just lazy people. Bullshit. You fucking asshole. Oh, it's just lazy. No, it's extremely difficult to raise a family with inflation, and they keep, the goddamn Fed keeps kicking the fucking dollar in the asshole, raping it in the ass. The dollar. So your dollars of $15 an hour or $12 an hour or $10 an hour that you make at Burger King, busting your ass, you got less of it. And the tariffs are a disaster because they went too far. It's a clusterfuck.
The comet coming down and killing the dinosaurs, that's exactly what's happening here. And then continuing, this is a new story on Infowars.com by Paul Joseph Watson. Fake news. MSNBC pretends Obama campaign director is random woman on the street. That's how dumb they think you are. There's a bunch of examples where they also have actors and staged events just lately below it. Remember this, when they, on election night had their own camera, people being interviewed, and claiming that they were just citizens. This is why people don't trust them. This is why people don't believe them. This is an excellent...
This is why you need to question your fucking government. They have pulled shit on the American people that are really war crimes. If you attack your own citizens, you're a war criminal. Do you know what happened on 9/11? Yeah, I'm only 33 minutes, hon. 33 minutes. Yeah, I gotta go for tonight. So listen to me. You got homework. You got homework tonight because this came up. When you're done watching me here, I want you to type something in your search engine. I'll show you right here, right now. Right here and right now, Billy Montana. Let's do this. Ready? You go to YouTube. No, we'll do it with this. You go to YouTube and you put in this. Here it is. Right here. You have homework. I got to resub to fucking Burmis. He's just fucking awesome. Okay, Jason Burmis. Watch everything he does. Oh my God, he interviewed Alex a year ago. That's fucking awesome. Burmis and him are still getting along, I guess. That's fucking great. You have a fucking job. You need to watch this tonight. Okay? And I'm sorry in advance if you didn't know this, what's the stuff that's in this doc. And it's all documented. You get all the news articles, everything is confirmed information. Right now you go and watch Fabled Enemies, and I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless everybody. I love you forever.